Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another rousing edition of A Link to the Past Randomizer Season 3. We are currently here in week number 1 of our league playoffs today. Today we have ourselves a Thieves Town Open Division Finals playoff game number 1. This is a Pendant Courage matchup between Seba Castlevania Lollipop Chain Reaction versus Oops Da War A Aknacht. And right now we have our runners as ShivaHaze and Death King 2. Between these two teams, these are the top 2 seeds in the Thieves Town division. And we're expecting an exciting race between these two teams here in the Open Division. I am one of your commentators. I am Bandman25. I am joined today by Captain 1977. How you doing today, sir?
Doing just well. Thanks for having me, and we're gonna have a really banger match today. I can feel it.
Yeah, this is going to be a good matchup between the top 2 seeds here in the Thieves Town division. These are our Pendant Courage players here. If you don't know what that means, at the beginning of the season, we had our teams designate a Pendant Courage, Wisdom, and Power player for each team. And basically what that means is when we get to the playoffs, our first 3 games will have both of our Courage players face against each other, both of our Power players face each other, and then both of our Wisdom play each other. This being the Courage, this being our first game of this and being a Courage division, basically what you're going to see today is you're going to see a standard 7-7 open mode. There's nothing too special about it, and we're on our way here. ShivaHaze starts here in Uncle's house just with a heart piece, and we find ourselves the Moon Pearl and Sanctuary.
That was a very quick Moon Pearl. Crazy. Wow. And we got already diverging paths here. We got one starting in Sang, one starting in Uncle.
Yeah, we got here two normal starts here. You can always choose your way. Ooh, that's a very nice tree pull. Finding some bombs so we don't have to go searching throughout bombs. Make sure that we get into the back of Escape.
That's going to save time and money. It's always good to see.
Oh, and speaking of money, there's our first money of the game. Uncle gives us a big 20 here. Wow, in our mushroom spot. Ooh, another big 20.
20's all over the place here. And Uncle Chester going to have just a heart piece.
Yeah, and ShivaHaze now nopes out. Uncle don't really have any weapon to get us any farther, so they are now going to make their way back here, grab their Moon Pearl here in Sanctuary, while Death King making his way here into Thieves' Hideout and got herself another heart piece. That's our 3rd heart piece here so far. Very quick heart piece. It might be a very healthy seed here.
Back there, we got 2 normal crystals and pendant hair.
Yes, I did see that. I thank you for that one. I greatly appreciate it because sometimes my eyes don't like to move that fast. And now it looks like here we got Death King here making his way down into our Kakariko Village checks, while Shiva making their way up here into Lost Woods.
Yeah, Death King didn't get the tree pull, so he doesn't have any bombs right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's a little short on money as well.
Never mind. Bailed out from the back of tavern.
Yeah, 3 bombs. That's definitely going to make life a little bit easier now. You can check all of our wonderful checks here in Kakariko Village.
And the chicken huts for sword.
For sword.
Very good.
Very nice. Now that Castle Tower play looks a little better now that we have a weapon that we can actually use to defeat enemies, but at this point, they may not go back there unless they absolutely need to.
Yeah, people usually like if ag is required or there's nothing left, then they'll go back. And I'm going to get well and blind hut here.
I got 300 rupees there in that first one, and just 20 there. And Blind's house, just another 20. Another 20.
Ooh, glove and well.
Glove, and then the mirror in Blind.
All right, there are the boots. We're going to go fast.
Ooh, we got a cane there from the bottle vendor.
So high five here, and we're gonna swap places probably. Yep. So we got some good early items here in Kakariko. This could take up to the back of Escape. You can sequence break out Death Mountain and check Hera. And we're gonna find out the blue cane on the bottle merchant.
Yeah, now that Death King has got the money now, he can actually buy himself a full pack of bombs here. There's Shiva. There is their first sort of our matchup here. And gonna now check here. Gonna see what the race game has for us today. Our objective for this week, with this being our courage pendant, basically all you're going to see here is just your standard 7-7 seed here. Nothing too exciting here. Just your standard 7 crystals to defeat Ganon, GT, and all that. And basically what happens here is this is a best of 5 series here. This is just game 1. Game 2 will be played on Saturday at 1 o'clock. And then game 3 will be Monday at 1 o'clock. So after that, we'll have to wait and see, but that's the current schedule between these two teams.
We did find that blue boomerang in the library, both runners electing to take that, and just a heart piece on the race game.
And it looks like both of them are noping out and now making their way. Oh, Shiva's now going to make their way back up to the castle, while Death King takes her typical South Shore checks here.
We're going to get in front of Escape early, which is something, now that you have a weapon, is a little more doable.
Oh, we find our flippers.
Mm.
That opens up all of our swim checks here. Takes up Hobo. We can now, granted, we could get to Zora regardless if we had that glove, but makes life a little bit easier now. Don't have to worry about doing some fake flippers here.
Right. It also does take away the hula head option for the drop down near the ferry, but you can always hula head at the graveyard if need be.
Yeah, and that seems to be pretty common in a lot of races I've seen so far this season. A lot of people doing hula hand. It doesn't really matter the mode, just kind of what it is. And ooh, Death King getting himself a very nice, convenient, full magic drop here.
Hey, Mulder, we got a blue mail. Titan's mitts. There's our Dark World access. And a bottle.
Yeah, very nice to be able to find those Titans mids here. That gives us now our Dark World access here now to above north of Kakariko. And it looks like Death King now going to go check back of Escape here. Unfortunately, not a whole lot here in the front of Escape. Did not find a small key or a map. So depending on where those are at, they could be back here in the back Escape or in Dark Cross. So, there's our key. 20 rupees and our
map is in Dark Cross. But
yeah,
Death King doesn't
know that. Yeah. So, going to make his way back to it and eventually going to be slightly disappointed.
So now that you have Dark World access, do you just go right to Kakariko and check out Thieves Town, or?
Yeah, that's probably what I would do right about now, because that's about the only thing we're doing that we can do and get a lot of checks taken out. Don't have the hammer, so we can't quite go to Hype Cave like everybody usually likes to do. but we can check out the Thieves Town area, and looks like right now ShivaHaze is coming back here down the dam. So I wonder if don't know, can't remember. But I don't think she has checked out our mini Molarm cave yet. So hopefully that'll be the next place she goes. I think Oops has.
And it looks like Death Keen is headed toward Kakariko, maybe making that Dark World play. Maybe checking the sick kid out of the way because he got a bottle too. So, yep.
And what does sick kid give us today? He gives us just part of his heart there. He gives us a little bit of love here. Finding a lot of heart pieces here so far in this race up. But there is Shiva's Titan's Mitts along with their blue mail. And then just some artillery items here to kind of work on their upgrade along with their bottle as well. And in the Dark World, I see a 5-6 crystal at Misery Mire.
And Skullwoods was the other 5-6.
Yep, in the corners, and our pendants look like it was Swamp Palace and Turtle Rock. If I saw that correct, it was our other two pendants. I didn't see which one was green though.
Yeah, it too fast. Oh, yeah. There's the fire rod in chess game. That's gonna make Skullwoods completable.
Oh, and we got Ice Rod Cave here being checked out, and unfortunately just 5 rupees here, so.
Blue rupee in the blue cave makes sense to me.
Oh, there's our second bottle right there. In the brewery.
It looks like Shiva's going to be farming some money here to go to Zora.
Yeah, which does make sense. I mean, not very far away from needing what she could. Not probably the best place to do money, but they already there here in this area, so.
And Death Keen is going to check at least the front 4 in Thieves Town, maybe more.
There's our map and our first chest here. And looks like she's going to take one more blip here into this little money rooping here and then make their way. Ooh, yep. 2 dungeon items here so far in Thieves Town.
Just saved and quit. I thought she was going to go up, but okay.
They're probably, since they got the flippers, they can easily just run over here off the edge.
True. Yes.
Yeah, we're so used to always seeing the fake flipper at this time. And
exactly.
Looks like Chad's helping us out here. Looks like Skullwoods was a red crystal, TR was a pendant, and Swamp Palace was also a green pendant as well. So we appreciate your help there on chat here helping us out.
We're going to get a hobo check here from Shiva.
Yeah, Death King gonna make his way straight to the back here. I mean, it does make sense. It is a crystal here, so Hobo just giving us a heart piece here. I didn't get to see what was on Lake Holly Island, but I want to assume it probably was not really a whole lot.
I missed it as well.
Maybe we'll see it again. Who knows? Yep, they're going that way, so
yeah, it's gonna be just 10 arrows.
Nothing important, just some garbage. And in the waterfall cave, what do we have here? Ooh, we got the Book of Medora and a heart container. So that now opens up, it gives us access now to Desert Palace. Once we get that fire rod there on Shiva's side there from, oh, I know we just saw it.
There's the lamp in top of Thieves Town. No more dark rooms for everyone. And, oh no, Death King taking an unfortunate death there. and Zora with a 10-pack of very expensive arrows.
Yeah, I think I would like a refund on that one. And speaking of the fire rod, we did find that fire rod that was there in the chess game. So once we get there, we can actually finish up Desert Palace. But since we did find the lamp here in Thieves Town, that's definitely the place to go to give us our fire access here. Ooh, I'm getting to see a little bit of King's Tomb here. And let's see, your King's Tomb gives us just $50 there. So
Cheap king.
looks like we're going to check out our normal North World checks here. Probably going to check out Bonk Rocks here. Can't check out Graveyard Ledge quite yet. And Death King just about back to where he was. He died up there in the hallway attic area. So now we're working his way to the basement. And, wow, another 50 rupees there in Bonk Rocks here. Giving us a lumberjack ledge check here. Is it possible Aga seed, or is Aga dead today? We shall see. And the mage chest, just $20. So we have all our items. So our small key, our compass is probably gonna be here on the K. Oh, $50 there on lumberjack. So the small key is locking itself now in Thieves Town. We'll probably find the compass here on blind. And is Shiva going to give us a pet check here with that book? It makes sense.
Why not?
Yeah, they're making their way there to the pedestal. So we're going to basically see what we got here.
Book in hand. You're right there. Might as well go check it.
And what's on pedestal? This will give you 10 shots. So it just looks like just arrows on ped. So just trash.
And that was a very clean blind fight there from Death King getting his first crystal. And it was the compass, like you said.
Yeah, so right there, just under 15.5 minutes, we now actually have ourselves our first crystal match there on Death King's side here. So from here, it'll be interesting to see where he goes off to.
I would think Skull Woods is open. Nope, he's gonna do the digging game on probably turn in the Smith. Oh, he's going to the arrow game. Okay. He's trying to farm up some money for Zora, looks like.
Yeah, green. Okay, so we had a green pennant on Swamp Palace, red pennant up in Turtle Rock, our 5-6 Skull Woods, and Misery Mire. So there's our final confirmation here. While Death King doing the arrow game here, making up some money here. Got a lot of money there, so there's Shiva. There is their fire rod here for this matchup. I'm going to assume here, since Death King is here farming rupees here, they're pretty close here to Zora money. Now they got enough, but he's also got enough here to do the digging game as well. Which that is a common strat right there when we have when we're in inverted mode here.
How many digs is it going to be today? Usually you get pretty good money from the digging game too. Oh, just a single arrow, unfortunately.
Yeah, just 10 digs there for the single arrow. So didn't lose too much time there in the dig game. Now with the Titansmiths, I'm going to assume here that Death King will pick up our Swordsmith here. Yep, and he does have a mirror, so they can actually make a very quick Swordsmith drop off here.
Perfect. If the Smith had the hammer, and then check hammer packs right after too.
Only if we're lucky, we're going to find it right here. Because that would be extremely, extremely convenient. Oh, and Shiva now making their way here into Thieves Town. Oh, just 10 arrows here for the Smith return. So probably just going to grab the purple chest, go turn that in, which at this point right now, being this early in the game, this is kind of an unusual move. But hey, if you got access to it, all power to you, do it. Get rid of that one little check here. They do have the mirror, so they can check Stumpy. They can check K45. So
Nope.
If you can do it, do it.
Get it out of the way early.
And also on this route too, you can check out Hype Cave. That's another 5 items right there. And what we got here, Cave 45 gives us, just a heart container here. Which makes sense to pick up. We're down only at 5 hearts, so and early in the game. We do have blue mail, so we got that. Our book, we found the book not too long ago. It was in Zora's Waterfall, was where the book was at.
Yep. Stumpy.
Just a heartbeat.
Just a little love.
And the nice little glitch here that Death King here is, obviously he doesn't have his purple chest behind him here, but as long as you stay here in the Dark World, after you grab it, you can come all the way down here to where our locksmith is at, mirror over, and while you're still kind of in your little invincibility frames, you can talk to him real fast, and he gives us bombs. So purple chest, nothing here today. The whole smith return was nothing as well. Gonna check here what we got here in Hype Cave. I'm actually kind of surprised that Death King didn't at least go check out what was on the Bombos tablet. Granted, he could not get us what Bombos was, but we could have at least seen what was on the tablet. What the? No, never mind. He didn't have.
He does have. Yeah, he does have. He has not been. There's Bombos.
Oh, speaking of Bombos, there. Heart piece. Ooh, some more money. Another heart piece. Ooh, and our red boomerang. So finding both boomerangs today. Going from here, I'm going to assume that he's probably going to jump around, take the long way around to the pod area. I don't know if he'll go into pod, mainly for the fact that I don't have that hammer. Oh, he's going to check the Lake High Island. Unfortunately, I'm going to be a little disappointed here. And Shiva here now making their way up here with the maiden. Yep, Death King making now swimming his way up here toward pod here. Maybe he'll check pyramid. If not, up to catfish. Don't know if, I mean, pod is nice, but not having a bow or hammer doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now. Oh, going to hobo here.
I like this route here because that little spot there, the Dark World, can make you mirror and you can just check hobo. It's quick. And you just go right back out. It's a great route.
Yeah, and there's ShivaHaze. They take down Blind at just over 21 minutes. So here we are. We are now tied up with crystals at 1 apiece for each runner here. Yep, and north goes Death King here, so he's going to go check out our pyramid.
Maybe catfish. You go that far? I wouldn't, but I'm not running. I'm commentating, so.
I'm always wondering if you're over here.
Oh, there we go. There's some good.
Oh,
that's a Master Sword. Yeah. So that's going to help in pod.
And unfortunately, just 10 arrows there on Bumper Ledge here. And nope, Death King says, no, I am not going to go check out on Catfish. With that new Master Sword, he's going to go straight to pod.
He probably stopped, mirror out and check out Saha's hut too.
We are getting ourselves here a graveyard ledge check here. Well, the nice thing about pod is pod will either be a long check or it's going to be a very short check here without the bow. So find the mushroom there on graveyard ledge. And here we go in Saha's hut. What do we got here? I forgot that did not check this. Just got ourselves a heart piece, 20 rupees, and our tempered sword.
2 quick swords in succession there. You gotta love it.
So this play definitely makes a lot of sense now. And checking his map, seeing that this is a crystal. Oh, you don't have the bunny yet. Go back, Mr. King. You need that bunny. And realized they didn't have. And now here's Shiva. They are now back here into Skull Woods, which makes a lot of sense as you did find that fire rod. It's right here for you. You can full complete it. It is one of your 5-6 crystals here. And in our vanilla big key chest, what do we have here? We have ourselves just a small key here. So, Pod, this will either be a very short check or they're going to dive a little bit farther. What's it going to be? We're going to have a key here or not? And we have ourselves, Quake. So
it is a ALTTPR.
So very short pod here. Oh, but he does have a potion here, so I guess he is going to try our potion glitch here. So.
And Shiva headed right to the back of Skull Woods.
Yeah, they're going to have to try to conserve some of their magic if they can. Being on Fighter Sword, going to kind of make this a tough fight here. I mean, it is possible. It just takes a little bit longer here to take out Mothula.
Especially with the Fighter Sword, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
he's going to Mimic Clip.
Oh, yeah, they are doing the Mimic Clip here, not doing the potion glitch here. So this will be an very interesting call here on Death King's side here. This is definitely the more time-consuming way to do it. Able to clip that Mimic into the wall. And Shiva doing an amazing job here on Mothula. Mothula is actually playing nice, which is kind of unheard of for Mothula.
That's never been my experience with Mothula, I tell you that.
Yeah, and unfortunately, though, I mean, they need to be careful here. 3 hearts left here. Unfortunately, I've lost track. And, Death King got the Mimic Clip. Very nice. And down goes Mothula. Mothula gives us just the map here, so... Got ourselves a small key here in Pod, so just under 25.5 minutes. Shiva takes a 2-0 lead here when it comes to crystals. Just finding 2 small keys here behind the bow. So now the rest of Pod here is now out of logic. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what we find here. Will be something important that we need. They do got 2 keys here, so they can at least get to the back here. Oh, actually, no, they can't. Not anymore, because they opened up that front door. If he would have gone completely around here. And just another small key. So key for a key here. And there's a small key there underneath the bridge. So both items here in Skull Woods, both of them are in the front here.
Unfortunately, at the drop-down spotted Pod, it was the map. So we still have not found any items in Pod. We're going to keep looking. Or we found Quake, actually.
Yeah, we did find Quake. Yeah, that was our first one. We did find 4 keys already here in the front. And now we're going to make our way back here to Laser Bridge. And there's our big key here into Skull Woods.
There's a hook shot. Ooh.
A sequence broken hook shot. Wow. Oh, and a cape in Skull Woods here. There's our 5th key and our 6th key. So last 3 items are going to be, we're going to have at least 2 or 3 items left here. Coming up here possibly in our next locations here. 20 rubies, so there's both items out of Skull Woods.
And we got butter, folks.
Oh, the gold sword. Holy cow. So 3 of the 4 swords all here very close to each other, all in the same area. Wow.
German Sahasho's hut, now in Pod. Wow.
And there's our big key. So just got a compass and 2 items left here. So we're going to at least have an item possibly here on... Oh, there's our fighter shield. So 50-50 shot here. Are we going to actually have an item on King Helma? We're going to have it here. Oh, it's on King Helma. So find ourselves Quake, hook shot, gold sword, and a shield in Pod. And all of that, except for the Quake, is out of logic. Holy cow. Gotta find that bow.
And it's not in swamp.
Yeah, no, it is not. And it looks like Shiva now did her dig game, didn't get anything out of that. Now doing the whole Smith chain. Unfortunately, not going to find much there. Here in Eastern Palace, we did find our map here in the first chest. And with that gold sword and our boots, this is going to be an extremely fast Eastern Palace. Unfortunately, though, without that bow, we're not going to be able to finish it out, though.
We got the big key in the second chest.
So it looks like we're going to have at least one item. Well, yeah, we're going to have at least one item here on Armos Knights, possibly.
And Shiva is going over the checks that Death King has already done. And she should be making her way to getting the items that he's already gotten, maybe. And Death King makes his way through Eastern Palace. Oh my goodness!
There is our bow. So that now puts everything in logic now in Eastern Palace. Or not in Eastern Palace, in Pod. Holy cow. So we actually should have went to Eastern Palace first before we went into Pod. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's a back-to-back dungeon here. The difference is just a mirror. So that is a big, big boost here for Death King 2. Shiva definitely needs to make their way here to the Eastern Pod area. Yeah, so right now, if we kind of break it down, I mean, we're still looking whatever our pendants are, or not our pendant, whatever our medallions we need to get into Misery Mire. And then our Cane of Samaria and our Cane of Samaria, that's really about, and Hammer. Oh, and speaking of Cane of Samaria, there it is.
Jeez.
So we're basically now down to a hammer and whatever our medallion is for go mode. Wow. Very quick mode here. Oh, we're getting a bombos check here.
We are going to need the flute too, actually. To get the mire. Oh, there's the hammer on Bombo's tablet. Oh no! Wow. Hammer on Bombo's tablet. You need a second sword and the book to get the hammer.
Ooh, I don't know how quick Death King will go to get that. With Swamp Palace being the green pendant, I think they're going to be more entitled to actually clean out all of our dungeons before actually going back there. So that's a huge advantage here on Shiva's side, knowing where that hammer's at. Once she clears out the Eastern Pod area, they can definitely go and take care of Bombo's Tower, get the hammer. Unfortunately, though, with Pod, though, it is a required double dip. So
Death King missing the quick kill on Armos here. He recovers nicely.
Yeah, in just under 32 minutes, that now gives Death King their second crystal of the matchup here. And not sure where Shiva is going without the Master Sword. You can't quite pull unless they're going back to double. Oh no, they're going to desert.
Yep, it is completable. Got boots, we got fire, 20 on the ledge.
Yeah, and chat's actually pointing out that Pod is not a required double dip. You are correct. So I'm bad on that one. So thanks for the help, Pod. Chat, I greatly appreciate it. It's why I always rely on you guys.
And looks like Death King's going to be doing some overworld checks here that we've already seen. So
there's our big key here. So the only thing means a small key is probably going to be here on the torch or in the big chest. What's it gonna be? On the torch.
Asking, gonna make sure that AGA 2 is, or AGA 1 is not gonna be required, and first side of the desert, 5 rupees.
Death King just a little bit here, disappointed in seeing what Lumberjack has, and we're finally getting our very first trip up here to Death Mountain. A lot of checks up here. With that hook shot, we can actually, and the Titans, we can full clear Desert Palace up here now. So, or not Desert Palace, Death Mountain. So we can do all that here in one full swoop here. I mean, if we had an ice rod, if we really wanted to clear out a pendant Turtle Rock, we could. Again, depending on the medallion, we do have 2 medallions, so we do have a 66% chance of being able to do it here, but we'll have to kind of wait and see.
Shiva's doing something interesting. She did not check the right side of desert. She's banking on the second item being on Moldorm. So, if Moldorm doesn't have the other item, then she's got to go back in and check the right side.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense here. Landmill's here. I mean, you're already on the left-hand side. You might as well just go straight back. If not, then you just got to go through. And then you can actually just go here and check up on going out to Agina.
Yeah. True. That makes sense. Fire rod in hand, this should be a pretty quick fight. Oh. Landmo is down. And Landmo does not have the second items. We're going to be going back in, checking the right side of desert. And meanwhile, a bunch of money so far just up in Paradox Cave.
Yeah, and just shy of 36 minutes here. That now puts Shiva with their 3rd crystal of the matchup here.
Shovel fire shield. More money. And a heart container.
There's our last item there in Desert Palace. Now they're going to make their way up here. Shiva going to make its way over here to Agina.
Super Bunny Cave check coming up here. And messed up the block there. Reset.
And Agina gives us what? Just a heart piece.
And Super Bunny just had 10 arrows and 50 rupees. But plenty more checks to come up on Death Mountain.
Yeah, so what's our Turtle Rock medallion here? Do we have it or not? And it is that Bombos?
I believe that was Bombos, yeah. There's the floating island there.
Hey, we're finally getting that mushroom check here. Also in Hookshot Cave, we got ourselves 300 rupees here. Heart piece. Bombs. Just 50 rupees there for our turn in here for the mushroom. And then now here, Death King making their way up here, picking up their flute.
Of course, does that put us in no mode?
I believe so. We know where the hammer is at. Well, we still need to know what's on Misery Mire first. So we don't know it quite yet.
We have a good chance that we have the medallion, but pending that, we're pretty close to go mode here already. So
yeah, and Shiva now making their way up here to Death Mountain here, going to get the old man here. And just getting 20 bucks, same thing in Spiral Cave.
Unfortunate thing here for Shiva, she's going to be able to clear Death Mountain here, but she's going to find the flute, which is going to take her farther away from the pod eastern area, which is where she needs to go.
And that was just a heart piece there, Inspector. I did not get to see that a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, though, well, they can still go here into Tower of Hera. And he can also check up the Ether Tablet as well. So we can do 2 clears here. Unfortunately, Tower of Hera being a pendant here and only 2 items. And Ether Tablet gives us 10 shots to our bow. Did I read that right?
Yeah, it's just 10 arrows.
Yep. And we now have the duck is loose here. And now Death King gonna make his way to the Mire area here. Find our first item there in Tower of Hera, just 20 rupees here. And we found our small key, so possible yep, coffee break here. Misery Mire, we need the Ether Medallion.
Oh,
so
no.
That's the only medallion we need right now. But maybe we'll be lucky here, and it's just pretty much right underneath the map here, one way or another.
It usually is. And single...
Ooh.
Wow.
Snake Eye. Wow, got Snake Eyes and Mire shit. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I've never seen both green rupees right side by side like that. That is...
And getting check the 20 rupees there. Shiva there. Now he is making his way here on the coffee break. He's about halfway through it. Going to be picking up the big key down here in the basement. Unfortunately, he needs to make his way to the eastern pod area. That's where everything that they need and where it needs to be at. So that's where all the swords are at. What else we find there? We found the quake, even though we don't need it. We found our hook shot.
And the bow is in eastern.
Yeah, so that's definitely the place to go.
And unfortunately, if she finds the flute up here, it's probably going to take her to the Mire area. Farther away from the place she needs to be.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we got to take the long way up here into Tower of Hera without that hook shot. Cannot do a Hera pot glitch here. Death King doesn't realize that he just found the second item here in Desert Palace. Gonna have to go check up here and this one long check up here, but at least he had the boots here, so he found the map here in Desert Palace.
We're not going to see Moldorm today. We found both items and 20 and a piece of heart. So, and looks like, she is going to head over to the eastern pod area now. Yeah,
that's definitely the right call for him. With Shiva, basically just kind of need to get here, go to Eastern Palace, go to Saha first, and then go from there, go to Eastern, then unfortunately go the long way to get your portal into pod. So,
but we know that Eastern first will
we'll make it absolutely 100%.
Yep. And there's the mess. She's gonna go get the hammer.
Yep. For Shiva there, that's their master sword, because that's their second check here. And Yeah, gonna have to take the long. That's right. You're gonna have to take the long way around here to get to that hammer, because we don't have the hammer, so we can't use that portal spot there just east of Pipe Cave here. Death King does a great job here of taking down Lamels with this fire rod shot. Unfortunately, he did miss one, but he does take down Lamels there. That now gives him his third crystal of the matchup here, just under 44 minutes. Making some great time here between all of our runners here and picking up all these crystals.
Absolutely. And as Shiva makes their way down to Bombo's tablet to get their hammer, we're gonna. Oh, I guess Death Knight did not check the big chest. So we're kind of an interesting spot here because Shiva knows where the hammer is at, but Death Knight has the knowledge of swords and Eastern and everything else that he needs to know for go mode. So, but he has to go to the waterfall ferry to get the book, to get to the Bible tablet, to get his hammer. So it's still anyone's race here.
Yeah, I want to say right now, as long as Shiva now goes back to the eastern area, I think he will have just a little bit of a lead here. And starting back up on the mountain, so gonna have to take the long way around again here on Death Mountain. I mean, granted, it does make a lot of sense because this is where a lot of density is. I mean, we've already checked the old man spec rock in and in spec rock, but we got 2 in Lower Paradox Cave, 5 in Upper Paradox Cave, Floating Island, Spiral Cave, Ether Tablet, which already checked. And then they can also check Super Bunny Cave there, so that's another 2 there, and then 4 on Hookshot Cave. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. There's just so much here.
Absolutely, it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, Chad's kind of pointing something out as well. Something that Shiva could possibly do. We do have that Bombos medallion. Will he go into Turtle Rock? I kind of hope not, mainly for the fact that we as a community, we know where he needs to go. So,
yeah, I wouldn't go into Turtle Rock myself. Pendant Turtle Rock. Eh.
Oh, that's right as well. He didn't have the cane, so he can do Turtle Rock. He can open it up. But that's really about it.
Okay.
So,
good point.
Yeah, I had totally forgot about it. We've seen the red cane because the red cane is there in Eastern Palace. So
yeah, the vanilla big key chest, I believe it was.
Yeah, now here we are. Now going to our lower. I know we've already seen it, but fortunately, I did not catch what we had in Lower Paradox. I believe it was just money, but we'll get confirmation here in a second.
I believe it was 50 and a 20. See if I'm right. 20?
There's 20 and yep, and a 50.
Hey.
Very nice.
I remember. I try.
Yeah, now Death King now making his way into the back of Skullwoods with that gold sword. Life going to be a heck of a lot easier. Don't have to worry too much here about conserving magic for that fire rod shot. Did we happen to see? Did we check Shovel Spot yet?
We have not. It could very well have the ether that we're looking for. Ether could be a lot of places right now.
Yeah, now Death King here making his way into the Mothula fight here. Just a couple of slashes here. Unfortunately, though, this fight was never really meant for you to have the gold sword. So basically, you're doing tempered damage here. And just like that, down goes Mothula, 48 minutes. That's crystal number 4 on Death King's side. So, but he still needs to go to the Zora area. He needs to go check out the waterfall cave to pick up that book and then make their way to the Bombo's Tower before they can get that hammer. That's the only thing they need there. So
Yeah, there's not much drawing him that way either, which is unfortunate for him.
and they're going to Shiva. They're going to take out their medallion. They see that it's Bombos, and now here we are in Hookshot Cave here on Shiva's side. All he is going to find here just some rupees, a heart piece, but I think what's more important there is on the floating island by finding the flute.
Oh, Shiva does not have the hookshot yet.
Oh, that's right. We're going to see a hover.
Looks like an attempted hover here, yep.
And he got it. Very
Wow.
nice hover.
Very impressive.
I'm always jealous of everybody who can do that because I cannot. And here we go.
Oh.
Just misses. Unfortunately, not really a whole lot in that. Yeah, I don't blame him for leaving on that one because that was just a heart piece.
Shiva's. Oh, yeah, going back because remember,
Yeah,
flute was on Floaty Island there.
Yeah, go get that flute. And oh, Death King got wall mastered here. Just shy of that last chest that he needs to check here in Skull Woods here. Luckily, though, he did find the last key, so we can actually check this one last chest he needs, and just the 20 rupees there. So, and they are out. So from here, where does Death King go? I mean, he can beat Ice Palace.
That's Pendant Swamp.
If Swamp calls out to him, that'd be the best place for him to go, because he goes down to Swamp, then he's gonna be more tempted to check the Bombo's tablet and all that. We also do have Catfish left.
He can't check the Bombo's tablet quite yet.
Yeah, he still needs to get that book. And it looks like he's kind of making his way that way. He's going to stop here at Graveyard Ledge, going to stop here at King's Tomb. We do get a Spike Cave check here. And we get ourselves just some bombs. Yeah, we haven't checked out the Zora area at all, so because we haven't done Catfish or Zora. We did find the mushroom, but we did check that in just a little bit earlier. Trying to find my notes here. What
I believe it was
just 50 rupees is what it was.
50, yeah. So yeah, this might turn into a whole North Dark World route where he does Catfish and Zora at the same time. With the mushroom and
just finding more 50 rupees here in King's Tomb.
Shiva and Tech.
Yep.
Activates her flute. Go ahead.
Chad did point out that we can actually do a fake powder. We have not found powder yet, but we can do a fake powder here and see what we got on Magic Bat. Which is that? Nope, that is not what Shiva is doing. But Death King now making his way over here to Catfish. So it'll be, yeah, and he's got his mirror out, so he's going to check here with what the mushroom is, and hopefully they will continue around and figure out what is there. Yeah, chat, you are correct. Just a heart container there in the shovel spot. And let's see here. Shiva going to pick up some potions. And yep, there goes Death King to Catfish.
This is what Death King needs. He's going to check Catfish, then mirror and check the Zora area.
Yeah,
find that book.
Yeah, and he's got his mirror out, so this will be a on the good check here. But chat was kind of pointing, but kind of interesting to see where he goes after getting this book here. So Catfish, he gives us just 20 rupees here. Well, Shiva now, he's going to get his snake eyes here in the Mire Shed. There's Death King's book, as well as a heart container. So where does he go from here now? Does he check the Zor area? Because that's still an unchecked. Yep, that's where they're going.
It'd be interesting to see, because the most check he has right now is Swamp, which would lead him over by the bubble tablet.
Just the mirror shield there at Zora Ledge, so I don't expect him to go pick that up. I mean, he could if he really wanted it, but
I don't think he'd go out of his way for that.
Yeah, and Checkerboard Cave just gave us a heart piece. King Zora, what has he got for us today? Is it a scam or is it something useful? Just a scam.
Looks like Shiva's headed to Ice Palace here.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. They do have the hammer now, so I mean, it is full completable. It may not show up on their tracker, but sometimes the tracker does happen to get their inputs eaten. I know that from my fair experience. And I also want to give a big shout out to our tracker, MM2 NES cartridge here, doing a lot of great work there, trying to keep us in line. Chat's keeping me in line. I know they are. I greatly appreciate that. Also, I mean, here we are, 54 minutes in the race. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and give a follow to our runners here. I mean, they deserve it. They've been doing such a great job here in this race here, representing their team. Got the top 2 seeds here in the Thievestown division here. Top seeded, Dawar A. Aknak. They were 11-3 here in the season. The 2 seeds, Suba, Castlevania, Lollipop, Chain Reaction. They were the 2 seed. Death King, he was 3-3 as an individual on the season, while Shiva, he was 5-2 on the season. So please give them a follow. Also give a follow, like I say, to our tracker here, NES cartridge. Give a follow to my co-com here, Captain 1977. This has been a great race here between these two. I know I've been thoroughly enjoying myself here on this Friday afternoon.
Absolutely. And 55 minutes in, what better time to check the escape? And in Ice Palace, we haven't found much yet, just a bottle with a bee in it. And since no Samaria, we had to take the long way around, take the Ice Palace bomb jump. And very well done there by Shiva. I wonder if she was avoiding the eastern pod area right now because there is no, they don't have a bow yet. So little do they know that the bow is in eastern that they need. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, sometimes that's a hard call to make. I mean, if you don't have bow, I mean, it's sometimes better to actually complete dungeons that you can fully complete compared to going in here looking just for one item here, which just happens to be the bow. I mean, that happens to be the correct answer going into Eastern Palace and Pod. It always seems like these tier 1 checks usually are the last ones that get checked. They always just kind of want to always follow the breadcrumbs to where something may be leading them. So
absolutely.
And just a blue rupee there in the blue cave here. And what we got here? We got ourselves the compass. And making our way up to the vanilla big key chest. Unfortunately, though, without the Canis Mari, couldn't get there a little bit sooner. And vanilla big key and vanilla big key chest. And now Death King making their way up here, back on Death Mountain. Hopefully this is just an ether tablet check here. Tower Hair, we did go through Tower Hair. Unfortunately, did not find a whole lot. Looks like that was a heart container in Ice Palace here.
It's a second item in Ice, I believe.
Yes. Yep. Either tablet, going to be a little disappointed here. All you're going to find is 10 arrows. checking the big chest here in Ice Palace, as we did find the big key, and we have ourselves the map.
All that's left is the iced tea room and cold stare.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of them will be a key, and the other will be the item. And it looks like Death King passing up there on the 20 rupees. Nice thing that he can do is he actually has the hook shot. Yep, set him. Ooh, had the spin speed. Unfortunately, got hit by that mini boulder. Going to do a hair pot glitch here. And, oh, just missed it.
There it is.
We go. I know I always have more success finding that one. Oh, there's our third item, 10 bombs. So nothing too exciting here in Ice Palace. Now Shiva, all they have to do is just make their way here into the back or into the basement to go take on Cold Stare. We'll need to find a little bit of magic here, but I do believe I did see a potion in their inventory, a blue potion in their inventory. And now Death King making his way back to the Dark World via the Kakariko portal here.
This could be a Bombos check.
And I'm going to say you're probably right here, man, for the way that he's going, because that's our only portal we have access to. Without that hammer, making their way south. Using Bombos to crack open that shell. Switching on over here to the Fire Rod. And let's see here.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
Oh, they got two blue goose here. Okay.
Yeah, she bought those at the mushroom shop.
Very nice there on his part here. Gonna make life so much easier. Just 4 fire rod shots here on Cold Stare. And there goes down Cold Stare. Just a little over an hour. Gets a small key. Unfortunately, though, on Death King's side, just finding a heart container did not pick it up. So that now gives Shiva, that gives him his 4th crystal of the match. The only thing
tied up again.
Yeah. Hopefully now they got that. Hopefully they're going to go up to that eastern area. And speaking of Bombos, there it is. Death King making his way over there. So we are on an Ether Medallion hunt here for Misery Mire access. There's the hammer. Shiva now finally back here in the eastern pod area. Hopefully they go into go into eastern first, so that he can pick up that bow before going into pod. So that unfortunately, if he goes into pod first, we'll have to double dip it. And it looks like Death King, he's making his way now into Ice Palace.
That Ether Medallion B.
Well, I'm looking here at my notes here. The only place that we can check here is we actually have Misery Mire's our other 5, 6. So obviously our Ether Medallion is not going to be there. It's got to be in a dungeon, and I'm gonna kick myself. Oh, there's the Quake Medallion. Yeah. I'm gonna hate to say this, and I know chat's probably gonna kill me for saying it as well. I'm almost gonna have to say maybe TR, between TR or Hammer Pegs. Yeah, I had totally forgotten about Hammer Pegs. I saw somebody in chat mention that. Gosh, I really hope that we don't have to go into TR to go find that Ether Medallion. Shiva, he did realize that pod is bow locked, so he quickly noped out with the mirror, and now they're in Eastern Palace, and this is the right call.
Gonna be very happy when they find that bow.
Yeah, Death King.
Yep.
Go ahead. Sorry about that.
I was gonna say that Death King showing off the icebreaker there that Shiva couldn't do because they didn't have the Samaria yet. So It could be in Turtle Rock, or it could even be in Swamp, which is 6 items. Really hard to make which call is right. And she was about to get her bow right here, and feel very good about her decision. Their decision.
And just some bombs here. We need to go one more chest. Oh no, they're skipping.
Oh no!
Go! You need to go back. Go back to the big key chest. Oh man, that could be a huge mistake on Shiva's side.
Did they just miscount items, or Wow. Hoping the third item is on Armos, maybe? I don't.
Oof, I hope they go back in for that one. We shall see. Death King now making their way into Cold Stare fight, one room away here. And now here we are on Shiva's side. They are now into Eastern Palestine, Armos Knight here. Going to be a very quick fight here. Just 18 arrows. As long as everything goes perfectly, and it did. Their compass.
One extra arrow for good measure, and we're getting dual boss fights here. We're getting cold. Oh no, he missed the spin strat. But cold sword in hand should not be a problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. And right there, that is crystal number. It should be crystal number 5, I believe, on Shiva's side. I think they completed Ice Palace.
Yes, they did.
And now Shiva, unfortunately, not going back for that Cane of Samaria. Oh no! Oh no! That spells trouble here on Shiva's side. Oh my goodness! Death King here. All they are looking for is just our Ether Medallion. So we're going to have to hop ourselves into a pendant dungeon. And to be honest with you, I think Swamp Palace is probably the place to go with that hook shot. Death King now making their way into Pod. Now, granted, we do have one item still available here in Pod, and that is on King Helmo.
That's a good point. Since he has already been here, he can just head straight to the back to the boss. Meanwhile, Shiva's gonna run through the dungeon and find the hook shot.
Yeah, Shiva going to go find quite a lot here. They already found their Quake Medallion. They're going to find their hook shot. Going to find their tempered sword, since they have not gotten their golds. Already got the other sword here. And then going to pick up a fire shield.
Death King really hoping Helma has Ether Medallion. He does not want to dip a pendant dungeon if he doesn't have to.
Yeah, because one place that Shiva has not been to pick up that third sword was there on the pyramid. So that's but between these two runners, having a gold sword and tempered sword, probably not that big of a deal. Shiva now making their way here into the basement, going to get their last 2 keys here. Death King going straight back to King Helmasaur. Harmless Hellway. There's their Tempered Sword. Now in this wonderful turtle room here on Death King's side.
Oh, you missed the turtle.
And so here we are making the long trek up here to face King Helmosaur. 17 hits to the face with the hammer. And since he's got the gold sword, he just needs 2 slashes here to the face. And then we are get our last item here in pod. Will it be our ether medallion that we need to finish up the seed? Or is it going to be something else we are getting ready to see? And what will it be?
It is
10 arrows.
Ooh. So we will have to dip one of the pendant dungeons, unfortunately. Besides Harrow, which we've already done.
Yep. So if I was these runners right now, I would be hitting up Swamp Palace. As much as I don't want to go to Swamp, that would be my next place to go. You can get ourselves 6 items here. Hopefully we will not have to go to the left side. And that looks like that's where Death King's going.
That is the Swamp Palace play.
Now, unfortunately, Pedestal is dead. We checked that out, and it was just 10 arrows. So, unfortunately, won't be needing to worry about Ped today. And, yep, Death King making his way down to the Swamp Palace play. Oh, man, I'm at the point now where I'm hoping that Shiva, they will make their way back into Eastern Palace. Go pick up that vanilla big key chest. Go pick up their Cane of Samari. If that doesn't happen, then
that is unfortunate.
I would kind of hate to say that this match might be leaning more toward Death King. But let's just put some good vibes in there. Hopefully they go in that direction.
Absolutely. As Shiva's taking on Helmosaur King, we're going to see Death King enter Swamp Palace.
Got his 1 required small key always in that first chest, unless we're in some other mode other than this great randomizer here. And down goes King Helmosaur, and that gives crystal number 6 here to Shiva. Find our first item here in Swamp Palace, just some bombs here. So Shiva, please, 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 please go back to Eastern Palace.
It's right there.
I'm giving you good vibes. Go that way, please.
Use the mirror.
And nope, they are gone.
You hate to see it.
Unfortunately, that's not the right call here on Shiva's side. They're probably going to go check Pyramid and Catfish since they are running out this way. And I think that right there so far has been the biggest, decision right there that's had the biggest effect here on this matchup here. So, going to see their gold sword here on the Pyramid on Shiva's side. Be interesting to see if they pick it up or not. And they see the sword, and yep, they're going for it. Don't blame them, because I am a big fan of that gold sword.
It's so pretty. It's, yeah.
I mean, granted, it doesn't make much difference in the Ganon fight, but that just shows you where my skills are at. My skills are not the greatest nowhere near the level of these runners right here to be here in the Open Invitational. Going to see a nice little bomb glitch here where the bomb goes off here. And then going to do a great glitch called Diver Down here. Basically, what they're going to do is they're going to clip themselves into this little wall here. You can either do it by a Kana Samaria block, which Death King is getting ready to show us, and there it is. Or you can do it a bomb way as well. Basically, what ends up happening now, the game doesn't think you're in water. You get this key. Now, unfortunately, though, you have to hop out of the ladder and then hop back in so you can swim over these blocks here. Shiva getting the bad news here, just a big 20 on our angry catfish here, and making their way, looks like going to Swamp Palace.
Yeah.
So here on the left-hand side here of Swamp, what do we got?
That's a good call, checking left side here, I think. You don't want to leave any checks behind.
Yeah, especially the way this one is laid out, just 10 arrows here. I think it'd actually be better to check the left side before going all the way to Argus, mainly for the fact that we already know that Ped is already dead, so there's no real point to actually have to go kill Argus unless our last item is on Argus.
Which we had 20 arrows on left side swamp, and that's 2 items taken away.
Yeah, and because of those 2 items there on the right-hand side, there's probably now a very good possibility now that we're not going to have to go all the way back to Argus. But yeah, but Chad is pointing out Argus is a green pennant, so that is an extra item. So,
that is a good point. Chad always keeping us in line there.
Yeah, that they are, and I greatly appreciate it. And I know one of the things, too, that I've seen a lot of races, too, where it comes down to that green pennant turn-in.
Absolutely.
Death King here showing us another diver down glitch here in this room here. Gets 5 rupees and a 20 rupees. So one item left here.
Yep, that's 5. There's only 1.
We still need to find the big key, but there is a possibility the big key is actually locked in the big key chest. There's our map here. So I don't think I've ever seen a big key on Argus. Now, I'm not saying that that's not possible, but I don't think I've ever seen that. Has Chad possibly seen this? Has anybody in chat seen a big key on Argus?
I don't know if that's possible or not. It could be.
Chat's telling him to say yes. Okay. All right.
Well, chat's been good to us so far, so...
So we, after killing Argus here, doing a nice little poke dash here with the puffs here. Really easy to do here with the gold sword. And, just missed the 1 puff there. There he goes. Just a couple of slashes here on Argus, and that will be the green pennant there on Death King's side. Shiva now making their way here to the left-hand side. Argus gives us our ether medallion. Oh, there's our ether medallion. So
there it is. So at 1 hour 16 minutes, Death King 2 is in go mode.
That is. Oh my. So Shiva's going to be kind of happy to see that here in the next few minutes when they get back to the back. But still going to need to find that cane. And unfortunately, forgetting to check that last chest in Eastern Palace. And now this is going to be a very quick here Misery Mire. We have not been inside of it yet, so hopefully the big key here will be fairly nice. This seed has been fairly decent to these runners here. It haven't really gave them any major curveballs. Hadn't really made them go out of their way to find what they need to find. So, well, other than that ether medallion. So,
exactly, and he's gonna hope here for a God Mire, which means big key on the bridge chest or in the spike room chest. It means you can just go straight to the back and handle Vitreous.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do need that big key here in Misery Mire. One of the few dungeons where that requires us to have the big key. And let's see what we got here. We're going to have ourselves the Godmire. Let's see. Unfortunately, here's Shiva. They're picking up their 20 arrows here on the left-hand side. Nope, nope, just a compass here, so...
One more chance for a Godmother here if the spike chest has the big key.
And a spike chest. Oh, just a small key. And it looks like Shiva not going to do the diver down glitch here. Maybe a small pause, but they don't know that one because that's still fairly new tech. I believe that's been found just within the last few months.
Plus, they don't have the King of Samaria and bomb diver downs. Not as easy.
Yeah,
so.
You're right. Keep forgetting about that silly cane. I've watched so many of these races here where it seems like they always got something. And
small key in the chest. I believe that was the map chest.
Yes, I believe that is correct. So all we're finding so far here in Misery Mire is our dungeon items. Unfortunately, it's not the right one.
You're gonna check the cut room scene chest. The chest that no one wants to look at.
Yeah, very long cutscene here. Shiva now making their way back to Argus here. Going to take down Argus. Going to get their green pendant. Hopefully, once they complete this, maybe this will lead them to go check that green pendant, but as well as getting that last item here into in Eastern Palace. It might be a little too late for that, but oh, big key in the vanilla big key chest. So Death King now on his way through. Down goes Argus there on Shiva's side. Got their Ether Medallion. So hopefully here they'll make their way back to Eastern. Gonna go check out that green pendant, see what Saha gives us. Obviously, probably not gonna be anything too important. But where are they going right now? They are mirroring out. Are they going to possibly maybe flute to 5? Yeah, they are fluting. Yep, fluting to 5. So go check out that Eastern, or go check out that green pendant, and then hopefully go up to Eastern.
Send some good vibes their way.
Oh. Now that was a different setup here that I was seeing there on Death King's side, trying to put the. But he did put the Cane of Samari block on the other side of that little wall there. Unfortunately, just missed the switch. I had never seen that done before. Oh, just some bombs there on the green pendant turn in. But will Shiva go to... No, they are fluting away. Oh, no.
That's unfortunate.
But they are going to go to... they are going to Misery Mire here. So one way that Shiva can kind of stay in this matchup here is if that red, well, the red cane is required, so never mind. I need to stop right there because I'm about to say maybe we don't need the red cane, but yes, we do. We need it for Misery Mire. Using cave strats here for Argus, or not Argus, Vitreous.
They have both round little things. It's kind of the same. and
right there is crystal number 7 here on Death King 2 side. And you know what? Now it's time to start playing our favorite little game here.
Yeah, I see a bunch of numbers coming up in chat.
Go ahead and explain what that is.
That is, there are 22 chests in Ganon's tower where the big key might be. Guess the number correctly, and you can win internet points. What do you think it's going to be today?
I picked number 14. I'm going to pick it's going to be somewhere in the rando. I know I haven't been doing very good lately here when it comes to picking out the numbers, but you know what? I'm saying the random room, chest 14. Now that includes going full right. So We shall see. How about you?
I always pick 13, so I'm right there with you. I am hoping for a little earlier than you. 13's always been my number.
Yeah, Shiva now checking all the checks here that Death King checked here in Misery Mire.
Yeah, I believe Shiva's gonna full clear Mire as opposed to getting the big key and heading straight to the back because they don't know where the King of Smart is.
And here is your last chance here. As soon as Death King makes his way into Turtle Rock, we will stop our game. So, last chance to get your guesses in here. And now Shiva making their way now into the cutscene chest here. And here you go, last chance, and we stop the game. So 25 guesses here. So we'll see where we're at here. Oh, we're going to start on the left-hand side here.
Well, not first. First is 5. Bob lives.
And Shiva did find their big key here. But again, like I say, without that cane that I keep forgetting, I can't quite go straight to the back here. Going to check the right-hand side. Chest number 2, we got ourselves, the bug net. Chest number 3, a small key. Chest number 4, a heart container. And chest number 5, got a small key. And
we're going Dark Magician here.
Yep, going to the right now, mirrored out. Going to see what we got here in Hope Room. Heart container. And another small key. So that was chest number 7 here. While Shiva now making their way here to the big key chest here. And what do we got ourselves? Just a heart piece. I believe that's our first item that we've seen here in Misery Mire. And that was a very convenient placed heart piece. Actually, no, that was our second item because we do have a second item there on Vitreous. Unfortunately, I did not get to see what that was when we took him down. And unfortunately, we're not going to get to see it now because without that red cane. Oh, and speaking of the red cane here, Death King kind of having a couple off shots there with that cane trying to hit that switch.
He got it though. There's the big key, number 8.
Number 8. Wow, and our winner is Dr. RM. Congratulations, you got yourself 25 points. Very nice.
Congratulations.
So now we're making our way up here. Shiva, where are you making your way to now? Let's see. They went to the Death Mountain Port. Oh, we're going to check ourselves out. Hammer Pegs. One of the few places we have not yet seen.
Of course, having boots makes it so much more palatable. Just a heart piece.
So not that they really need it here, but where do you think those silver arrows are at? I mean, I know we still got a while before Ganon tells us where they are, but
I'm gonna say Turtle Rock because we did not go in there at all, so it's probably where they're at.
Yeah, that's really the only dungeon we did not really check today was between Turtle Rock. We didn't check the Pyramid Ferry. Just kind of looking over my notes. So yeah, Turtle Rock's probably about Turtle Rock or the rest of Ganon Tower. That's probably about the right call to make here. And now we are getting our way into the gauntlet here on Death King's side.
Is Shiva going to Turtle Rock? No, she can't. They can't. Wait a sec. I'm not sure what they're doing here.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. Spike Cave, possibly? Because I don't believe that they did check Spike Cave. I mean, we did check Spike Cave on one of their sides, and it was just some bombs.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure where Shiva is going. And here's Lamo 2 here on Death King side. Oh, he does have the hook shot, so he can now check his one chest.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because they did hover. I had forgotten about that they hovered
That's
across
right.
all those and didn't get the last one.
Would have felt really bad if that was the King of Samaria. He missed that hover. Oh boy.
Yeah, Death King now taking on the 2 most satisfying rooms according to everybody here, taking down these Wizrobe rooms here. Oh, missed the one shot there, but that's an easy fix. And Shiva now making their way toward Eastern Palace. Gonna go check that last chest that they missed there in Eastern Palace. Gonna realize that that is where the Cane of Samaria was at. Oh,
it's gonna feel really bad, unfortunately.
Yeah, and right now we're getting near the top here of Ganon's tower here. Waiting there just a hair, making sure they don't despawn the top here, Ganon's tower. Nothing worse than that if you do this. Not going to check these 2 chests here. Probably not going to really check hardly any more chests here. Probably don't need those silver arrows. Oh, well, he's 2 for 2 here. Land him in the wrong place with that bomb. Finally got it on the 3rd attempt. Gonna pick up his magic refill. Yep, he's ignoring all the chests here, so no point left here. And there's one swipe of Moldorm 2. Oh, and gets knocked off here. And here we go. We got a dark room left here. We got 2 dark rooms here. He needs to get the small key on Shiva's side and then run across here to the vanilla big key chest. Going to finally pick up their Cane of Samaria. Oh,
boy.
And wow, Death King here. Oh, please don't try to hover. Just, yeah, there we go. Take the chest. Man, that Moldorm 2 was not being friendly at all. Shiva got plenty of hearts here, can use the invincibility frames, touch the spot, and boom, there is his Cane of Samaria. And they finally, at 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 40 seconds, they are in go mode while Death King now on our math test here of Aga 2.
Well, not math.
And Shiva now making their way back into Misery Mire. And just needs to go straight to the back. Already got the big key here. There's 2 strikes on Death King's side. There's number 3. He's halfway there. There's number 4. So a whole bunch of 1s here, but that's okay. You can take your time. There's number 5. 1 more left on Agate 2, and there is number 3. All right, there's strike number 6. So there goes down Agate 2. All we have left here now is to fight the big pig.
No silvers in hand, but we can do spin strats with the gold sword. Shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, I would think runners here on here would be able to easily handle this. Be interesting to find out where those. And we are now into phase 2 with that gold sword. Makes life extremely easy.
Gotta be careful though. It's got 2 hearts left.
Ooh, using the invincibility frames there. Yeah, having that gold sword. So the first 2 series of this, or 2 phases, sorry, basically just 6 swipes there with that gold sword, compared to the timber sword where I believe it's 12, but that's 6 spins.
Yes.
So let's see here, Ganon, where is our silver arrows at today? In Turtle Rock. Wow, good call. Good call. So here,
torch glitch though.
the only thing I'm going to say here is, does Death King have any potions though? That's going to be my only question. Does need to play it safe though. He down to 2 hearts. I believe that was 2 hits.
And
takes a Ganon hug. And there goes down Vitreous there on Shiva's side. They are now at 7 crystals apiece, going to make their way up to Ganon's tower. And Death King, he's going to nope out here for a second. Probably going to go pick up some potions here. Going to go here to the potion shop. They do have 2 bottles here. Pick up yourself 2 blue potions. Makes a whole bunch of sense. Does have the time to do it right now. Just mainly the fact that Shiva just now making their way up here to Turtle Rock. Gotta get rid of that bee. That bee will not do us any good in the Ganon fight. So there we go. Got our 2 bottles full. Now gonna make their way up here. Is fluting to 5. People always like to tell me that fluting to 5 when you're going to go face Ganon is the fastest way to go. And he's noping out, and he's going to 4.
Okay.
The only thing is though, he did not beat Aga 1, so he does not have the portal here.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's got his mirror. Oh, didn't even think about the mirror.
He had a portal there. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was actually a very smart move on his. I didn't realize that he had. Well, I should have realized that he put a portal down. I just didn't see where he put it down. So here we are, round 2 here on the Big Pig here. Just 6 swipes here in this phase, and he's got it. And now time for the second phase, using some dash strats here. Needs to be careful though. Taking a lot of shots here, even on Blue Mail, taking down 4 hearts with all those magic. Oh my goodness!
Does have 2 blue potions, but still try to be careful.
You don't want to use them up this early. Don't want to be using one up before we get to our final phase of the match here. And there's 3 shots. Ganon liking to play hide and go seek here. Shiva look like they're going in the right direction here to go find their big key. Hopefully they're going to go full right side. And Death King now picking up the torch glitch here. So there's 1. 11 more to go.
Oh. Getting hit by the fire bat there.
Taking your time here. Don't need to rush. If you don't know really how to do this fight, the best way to explain it is you need to watch his hands, because right before he teleports, he raises his hands just a little bit, and that is your clue to let go of that spin. Much easier to do it on spin slashes or spin attacks than it is on just slashes. And there's our first blue potion, and I think he's got about 5 hits left. And there's the big key there on Shiva's side. Probably looking for an extra key just to be safe here, so you don't have to worry about finding any. Which you'll find a key right here. Oh, froze Ganon.
And there it is.
There it goes. Yeah, there's the last spin attack there on Ganon's side. And all we got left to do now is just cross our wonderful bridge here. It's 1x3 bridge, and with an official time of 1 hour, 37 minutes, and 1 second, Death King 2 gives their team Ups the War a 1-0 lead here in their division finals round. So throw your GGs here into chat.
Absolutely. Fantastic race there by Death King, and try to see about getting them in here for an interview as Shiva makes their way up Ganon Tower.
Oh, they didn't go to the safety room there. They're out of magic here. Grant, you really don't need a lot of magic right now. I do believe they still have at least one of their blue potions left.
I believe so.
And here we are in the third room of the gauntlet. And now here's our last room of the gauntlet here. Very nicely done. Now it's time for Moldorm 2.
Very nicely done with the gold sword.
And now the first of the satisfying rooms here when it comes to GT. There's Wizrobe 1 in. And there's the second one done.
What a magic drop there.
Very nicely timed magic drop on that. Especially with these rooms that are coming up right now. Now both of them here. Now we are in the spike room. Gonna have to kill at least one of these Moldorms here, mini Moldorms, to get the small key. There we go. Fortunately, don't have the powder here to use our magic refill. Just some bombs there in the top of the tower. Now I'm taking on Moldorm 2 here. Hopefully Moldorm 2 will play just a little bit nicer compared to what is on Death King's side. Yep, and there he goes.
Will we be validated? Yep, just a piece of heart.
Very nice. Now he's on to his Agate 2 test here. And here we go. Here's Agate 2 here. Will he do a little bit better than what Death King did here? Death King had a whole bunch of singles, but nothing wrong with that though either. So, ooh, there was a double.
That was a good double. Yep.
Possibly another double. Can't really tell. I didn't hear a second hit.
Oh,
didn't get you on that one.
Yep.
So 2202, nice job there on Shiva's side. Now it's their turn to go take on the big pig here. Now I think it will be interesting here on Shiva's side. Are they going to go? I mean, I could see him going straight here, taking on Ganon here, which makes a whole bunch of sense. But without the silver arrows here, I'm wondering. Yep, never mind. I was gonna say maybe they're gonna go get their potions now. But nope, they are heading on out here. Gonna take on Ganon here.
I believe Shiva does have one blue potion left. At least one.
Yeah, phase 2 is down. Oh, use a nice little bonk here to avoid the fire bats here. Very nice. Oh, unfortunately gets hit by one. Oh, just missed the second one. Holy cow. There's the first hit on phase number 3. There's number 2. There's hit number 3. Then Shiva going to find out that the silver arrows, if you really want them really, really badly, they are somewhere in Turtle Rock.
And the torch glitch. 12 spins to defeat Ganon here.
doing a nice job here, taking their time here on Ganon here. Got the torch glitch here. Don't really have to waste a lot of magic here. Still on 2 hearts. Doing a great job of avoiding Ganon on those fire bats. Unfortunately, I lost track of what number they're on.
I believe that was... Nope, there it is.
There it is. There goes Ganon. So, with all they have to do now is just make their way across this 1x3 bridge here. And they will finish here with an official time of roughly 1 hour, 43 minutes, and 41 seconds. And I use the word roughly because they kind of forgot to hit .done in the game time. But you know what? That's okay. Because throw your GGs in the chat there for ShivaHaze. Doing a great job here. Wasn't too far behind Death King 2. And speaking of Death King 2, they are now joining us in the booth. GGs.
Thanks. Also GGs to Shiva.
Yeah, definitely a great race between the two of you. What are your thoughts here on that race?
To be honest, I thought I would lose. Especially, I mean, I just did some minor mistakes, I guess. The death in Thieves' Town was a bit unnecessary, though. But, well, I mean, Aoife was a bit mean placed. The hammer could have been faster, though.
Yeah, when it comes to you guys, really the only thing it came down to is you, at the beginning of the race, you went into Pod and Eastern early. You got that bow. You got, what was it? You got the bow in Eastern, and then you got the cane of Samaria. Then in Pod, you got yourself the Quake, Hookshot, your gold sword. And that was kind of the beginning phase because Shiva did not go there until much later. But at the very end, the biggest costly decision on Shiva's side, unfortunately, was skipping the vanilla big key chest in Eastern Palace and bypassing that cane of Samaria. And that was really about it. That was the only big difference between the two of you. Both of you did a great race, and we are joined by Shiva. Please throw your GGs into chat as well.
Yeah, GG, guys. I was really unlucky about the Eastern area in this seat. First, I skipped the sword for the hammer. Then I turned back to Eastern to find the bow. And then I skipped the Sumaria. It was... Yeah, the Eastern area just took me apart in the seat.
Yeah, Eastern and Pod was definitely the place to go. Of course, Shiva found out about the hammer on the Bombos tablet before Death King did, and they had the book earlier because they went to Waterfall Ferry before Death King did. So they had that knowledge before them, but it was unfortunate that first step into Eastern that you skipped that big key chest, and that was kind of the nail in the coffin there. That was unfortunate, but
yeah. I mean, sometimes you make such decisions. You just skip one item, and yeah, that happened to me in a tourney already. And it was the same. I skipped the tablet on top of the mountain just to get a little bit more time back. But yeah, unfortunately, that's the go mode.
absolutely. And you know, it's like the old saying, "Rando gonna rando." So, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
and I think I can be pretty happy about the execution. It was pretty well, just unlucky routing. So nothing I can do.
Yeah,
So
I hope the sequence would be a much funnier. I hoped for a bow lock bow or something like that. Didn't found a bow, found the hookshot. Thought maybe that's a good sequence break. Go into Eastern, get the bow. Yeah, that sequence break was useless. So we both had some things that cost us time. Unnecessarily.
I wouldn't say you lost a lot of time by bow locking by going through boat locking pod. I mean, in the end though, it paid off dividends. But I mean, the way you did it was with the mimic clip. Was that the intended way that you had planned on doing it, or was it even thinking in the back of your head of maybe go getting a potion? Because by that time you did have a bottle.
Yeah, no. I also thought, okay, maybe I should route Catfish and Zora after pot, because I don't want to go back from there. But I don't know, I didn't think about going to potion shop, cause that's some unnecessary way. At least if you can do the mimic clip, that I think I will be faster with a mimic clip if it works good. Otherwise, walking up there, walking back, and everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right on that. Because mimic clip is just unfortunately one of those clips that I have not gotten very good at myself. So maybe that actually probably is the better way to go instead of going and getting that potion here. So here we are. We're now into game 1 here between you guys. Game 2 is scheduled for Saturday at 1 o'clock, which that is a casual boot seed. Basically, it's just you start with boots, casuals. Start with the sword. Then game 3 will be on Monday at 1 o'clock with you guys, and I believe I don't have the runners on who's running who, but I believe our 1 seed Oopsta War A Oknak. I apologize if I said that horribly wrong, because unfortunately German was not one of my high school languages I could learn. So, but you guys will get 2 choices of the mode we're in, while Suba Castlevania Lollipop Chain Reaction gets 1 because you guys are 2 seed. Then if we need to go to a 4th game, then it switches where Castlevania gets 2 choices while Not gets 1. And then if we have a possible game 5, again, that goes back to the 1 seed having the choices here. So with all that said, if we do go to a game 4 or a game 5, is there possibly a rematch between you two?
Can possibly happen. I guess I'm gonna play one of those matches. I'm not sure which one, but I will try to get one match done for me again to just get a positive step back on the playoffs on myself. So I need some revenge for this match.
Yeah, maybe I should quit after this match. I finally got some good quotes, I guess. But we haven't thought about this now.
Yeah, because I mean, both of you have had great seasons here. Both on both your teams here. On Nox side, you guys went 11-3. Death King, you are now 4-3 as an individual runner. On Castlevania side, you guys went 8-6. Shiva, you're now 5-3 on the season. I mean, any thoughts here on the season so far? I mean, here you guys are now in the playoffs. Is the stress level a little bit higher, or is it still the same as what it was in the regular season?
For me, it's a pretty funny tournament. I don't take it too serious. Sure, you want to win, but it's more like enjoying the time together and with the team and having good time. Also, I really like this co-op seats. That's pretty funny because you normally don't do that. So this co-op info share was pretty fun for me in the tourney. I really enjoyed the tourney after all. Yeah.
It's the same for me. I guess also after a few tournaments and everything like that, you're kind of used to it. It's for me at least. So I'm not so stressed about races. I mean, I wanted to have a win again after my bad ending in the season, but yeah, I mean, if you have fun, you always play a little bit better, so just take it easy.
Just have fun with it. That's all you need to do. Just If you have fun, you're gonna have fun. If you get mad, you're not gonna have fun. You're gonna make mistakes. Just go out there and just try to do your best and have fun with it.
All right, well, since we're getting here pretty close here on Shiva's side on their screen here, any last comments, any last thoughts here on this seed, or even on the tournament in general?
Just want to say thank you for putting up this whole tourney and the commentary and tracking. Thanks for all that, and thanks for watching, guys. That's basically it.
Yeah, same here. I mean, the league system is something unused if you just play tournaments, so we have fun with it. It's a great thing, I guess. Yeah, thanks for everything. Thanks for the restreams. It's always fun.
Thank you for running. And we are going to give a quick shout out to make sure you follow the runners, Death King 2 and ShivaHaze. On Twitch, they worked hard to put out a good show for you, and we would appreciate if you give them a follow. And to our tracker, MM2 NES cartridge, who is working hard clicking buttons, please go ahead and give them a follow as well.
Yeah, definitely do that. Follow our runners. Follow our tracker here. Definitely want to say a huge thank you to our tracker. Sometimes, unfortunately, when you do that job, your inputs get eaten up, so sometimes we fall a little behind. And I know I am guilty of that on multiple occasions. So thank you for that, doing all that, keeping us in line. Thanks for Chad for chilling out with us here on this Friday afternoon here, and kind of keeping myself in line. So please give both runners a follow, give our tracker a follow, give my co-com Captain 1977 a follow. It's been a great tournament so far. I mean, like I said, this is only the beginning here of the playoffs. Make sure you stick around. And speaking of that, there's several matches here today going on here at. It should be going on right now on SpeedGaming 3. We have OK Game versus Team Moya on SpeedGaming 3. Then we got a couple hours off here at 6:10. We got Stoops Troop versus Frump Time, Alucard versus Scarlet. At 7 o'clock, we got Spoiled Leftovers versus New Hyrule Order with Days Cloud and CJ. Then at 9:40, Spoiled Leftovers versus New Hyrule Order. Oh, so we got back-to-back games here between those two teams. Game 2 will feature Chemo versus Irritable Penguin. Then also another 9:40 match. This will be on the main league channel, ALTTPR league.com. That will be We Need a Mentor versus 16-Bits. That will be on at 9:40 tonight. So a lot of action going on here in the Open League matches today. Tomorrow and this weekend, a lot of Open and Invitational matches going on. And week 1 will officially end next week here. So you got plenty of action here to watch. Randomizer tournament going on, especially here the first 3 games. So you got anything to add today with my co-com here, Captain 1977?
Just SpeedGaming 1, they are doing the SNES All-Stars, and a lot of great runners doing channel as well, and that's constantly going. Right now they're playing Soul Blazer, and that's going round the clock, so just keep an eye on that as well.
Yeah, definitely got a lot going on today. So, gonna finish up here. I am Bandman25 for my co-com Captain 1977 for our tracker MM2 NES cartridge. I want to thank you guys for chilling out with us today, watching this great game between these two runners and these two teams here. Please be safe. Have a good Merry Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever your denomination holiday is here during this season. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of your family, and be good to each other. Have a good evening, and we'll see you guys next time.
Take care, everyone.
Have a good one.
Bye.